Voss up! Welcome to a new episode of the Big Dirty Sports Card Show, your favorite show about opening crappy baseball, basketball, football, and hockey cards on the internet. My name is Zach Selwyn. I'm the host of this thing, and I am opening up a pack of shit and talking smack all afternoon long. And I hope you guys tune in. Follow us at Big Dirty Sports on Instagram. I'm at Zach Selwyn across all platforms. Things are happening. It's 105 outside in LA. It's September 5th. My rent's due, motherfucker. So let's find something in here that's worth something. First of all, let me tell you what we're opening today. This is what you call a bag of absolute dog shit. My lady was up in the wine country, and she went to an antique store and saw this. 100 assorted baseball cards. Do not open before purchase. $2.50. So there's just 100 cards in this bag that some guy has assembled for us. This is what the Big Dirty Sports is about. You can go watch all your dudes ripping their packs open, trying to find, valuable rookies and one-of-one refractors and all that shit. And sure, we'd love to do that. We just don't have the budget. We don't have any budget. This studio, don't tell the guy who owns it, I've been sleeping in the corner for 6 weeks. Whatever the case. Big Dirty is back. My name is Zachariah. Let's get to ripping, baby. Here we go. Now, there's no way I'm going through 100 cards. So I'm just going to open this up and maybe go through about 20, 25. We can split this up into 4 episodes unless we find some absolute gems in here. This is like Northern California, so I'm expecting a lot of Giants, a lot of A's. Who knows? I don't even know what year we're looking at. All right. Look at this. Starts off with an 87 Donruss, Jackie Gutierrez. I love this. This is just going to be disgusting. Here we go. Jackie Gutierrez, the shortstop for the Orioles. Mustache alert, nice duster. Oh, Bo Diaz, 88 score. Okay, so this guy obviously collected, when I collected, the junk wax era. This entire bag is junk wax. And there's Bo Diaz on the scorecard wearing the old school batting helmet. I love a guy who wore a batting helmet with no ear flaps like that. That's when baseball was baseball, man. Look at this guy. He's probably 60, 62 years old in this picture. From Venezuela. Probably took hits to the dome all the time. Who's this guy who just complained about Whit Merrifield? Whit Merrifield is sitting there saying that pitchers today are throwing out of control and just trying to throw it as fast as they can, and he gets hit in the face and he's crying about it. You think Bo Diaz ever complained about getting smacked in the ear with a Nolan Ryan fastball? Hell no. He took it like a man. He wears his CTE like a man. Wear it. Hard 90. Run to first and shut up. Who's up next? Rick Aguilera when he was on the Minnesota Twins with the beard. I like when Aguilera had a beard, sort of his later years. Looks a little like Kenny Loggins in this picture in the 80s, Highway to the Danger Zone beard here. Highway to the Danger Zone. No ditty. I could have sang Playing with the Boys, but that song means different things to people. Here is Marty Cordova. This is a very busy card. This looks like one of those 80s, photographs that you took with like the diagonal lines behind you when you had the extra $20. You got to do the real glamour shots. That's what this looks like. What a terrible design. Well, whatever. Cordova, your career is over. Steve Jeltz, another ear flapless batting helmet on the back, and a jerry curl. That shows me he's a man. First of all, when you have the curl, you got to go ear flapless. You can't have no flap messing up that beautiful shine. Stevie Jeltz. At least it's not jelking. You know what jelking is? That's when you try to elongate your penis by tugging on it for like years at a time. It doesn't work. Len Matuzak. Lenny Matuzak. It's amazing that Lenny Matuzak and John Matuzak, not related. Funny story. Multiple people have reached out to me online and said that I resemble John Matuzak. Like I look like John Matuzak, the guy who played Sloth in the Goonies. Do I look like Matuzak? Maybe a little bit. Rest in peace, John Matuzak. Hell of an actor. What else was he in, actually? I know he was in Goonies. Probably had a better acting career than I do. IMDb me, bitch. Let's see what we got. Johnny Matuzak, my twin brother. Oh, he was in Ice Pirates, North Dallas 40, One Crazy Summer. One of the greatest movies ever, John Cusack. A young Cusack. Go watch One Crazy Summer. Anyway, shout out John Matuzak, my twin. Keith Comstock. Something that your girl often asks you when you're trying to make a baby. What's your Comstock like? Huh? I need some baby batter. I'm trying to have some kids here. Huh? This womb ain't gonna reproduce itself. That's disgusting. Mike Scott. Woo! You know what I love about Mike Scott is he had this one year, 18 and 10, 1986. Then he wins 19 the next year, and the rumor was that Scott was scuffing the ball. Did Mike Scott scuff the ball? Yes, he scuffed the ball. But ball doctoring has always been looked at as quirky and lovable rather than full-blown cheating. Oh, I wish that worked in marriage. It's funny that you just had sex with your secretary, but I look at it as quirky and loving, not full-blown cheating. Another Steve Jeltz. We get 2 Steve Jeltzes in this pack. I want my $2.50 back. Healdsburg Antiques. Jeff Robinson. Jeff Robinson looks like he's creeping around in elementary school a little bit, doesn't he? He's like, hey, all right, 6th grade, huh? My favorite year. Get help, Jeff. Ed Olwine. Yeah, no old wine in my house. If I open a bottle, consider it gone. Now we know how many folks it takes to fill the Albert Hall. Did you know the Beatles were singing about Albert Hall when they sang that song, Day in the Life? Different Albert Hall. I'm going to have a John Lennon autograph forged on this and see if I can sell it to some idiot online, even though he died 9 years before this card came out. Ozzie Virgil. Hey, look, another catcher's helmet, no flaps. That's a man right there. Look at Ozzie Virgil. This isn't even a chest guard. That's a tech bro vest. Like you see on Wall Street, all those tech bros who wear these little puffy vests. This guy caught 100-mile-per-hour heaters in that and like a plastic helmet. That helmet looks like a bowl of nachos could come in it. You know, you ever get the helmet nachos down at Dodger Stadium? $48. Mike Capel with the wispy Larry Bird duster. Look at that little stash on Mike Capel. This guy looks like he definitely sells some sort of used car parts and might know where a decent meth dealer is. Doug DeCenzo, basically the same exact card as Mike Capel. Is this just what the photographer knew what to do? He's like, all right, guys, look. Glance knowingly into the sun and give me your best mouth open pose that says I'm a ball player. So they all did this. Whoever the photographer was, I mean, wow. Way to mix it up, bud. You do headshots? Buddy Bell. That's cool. Because Buddy Bell either just hit a walk-off homer or just took an intentional walk. I can't tell what happened, but you don't really see guys holding the barrel of the bat and running to first these days. You see guys doing some obnoxious bat flip and then flexing and taking a 48-second home run trot. I'm not feeling that either. I'm old school. Ron Oyster. Unfortunate nickname. They used to call him Esther the Molester. He didn't like that. Let's see what Ron Ester's doing these days. Wait a minute. Did you know that Ron Ester, in 2001, he was the Reds' third base coach, and they offered him the job of manager of the club, and he said no, because the job was below the market average. What? That's like Lou Brown in major leagues. Come on, Lou, this is a chance to manage in the big leagues. Can I call you back? I got a guy on the other line about a set of white walls. Vance Law. Have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault or hit by someone without insurance? Call Vance Law. We handle your issues. Vance Law. 1-888 The Vance. I just wrote him a commercial. Tom Bolton. I celebrate the man's entire catalog. This is Michael Bolton's younger brother, actually. Look at that. There's like a Ferris wheel behind him. What's that? Are you going to the fair after this, Tom? Are you going to win some prizes? Get a corn dog? Maybe a Piggly Wiggly or a Hoggly Woggly? Boltons, by the way, another name for fake boobs. Woo! Dennis Lamp with our mustache of the day. Look at that duster. Shout out to my friend Eric Porvaznik for sending in his top 10 70s and baseball mustaches. We're going to try to share that YouTube video with you. But he started using the word duster for a mustache, and I think that's just the greatest name ever, because that thing's a duster. I would put that, I'd wipe my car down with that thing. Jesus. Dennis Lamp. Lights Out. If this guy's nickname wasn't Lights Out, someone in the Red Sox marketing PR team really messed up. Dick Schofield. Always good to have a Dick on the Big Dirty. This is not the Dick Schofield that preceded him in like the 60s and 70s, whose nickname was Ducky. This is a different Dick. His nickname was just Dickfield. Speaking of Ducky, let's plow. What movie? Pretty in Pink. Kurt Bevacqua. Always sensual, because there's something about today's Bevacqua Velva, man. If you get the Aqua Velva reference there, you're older than I am. Al Cowens, not to be confused with AC Al Cowens. Wasn't this the same name as the dude who really killed OJ's wife and all that shit? Wait, hold on. What was AC Cowens? I know. Oh, Cowlings. Sorry, Al Cowens. We know you didn't kill Nicole and Ron Goldman, but, you do have the glasses of a serial killer. Those are known as molester glasses, bro. Those are the kind of, if you wear glasses like that, you definitely have a large white van somewhere. Oh, finally, Mark Clear, which of course in military speak means wipe that from the record. All right, you know what? I'm digging in. I'm getting one more card just to see if we can get something fun. Oh, yes. Okay. Pete Vuckovich. What is his hair? Look at that thing. This guy looks like he ate a dolphin steak for breakfast, built a muffler, and that fucking mustache. This is, of course, Clu Haywood, the actor from Major League who destroyed Wild Thing Charlie Sheen's fastballs. He once threw at his own kid at a father-son game. Great Bob Uecker line from that movie. Vuckovich was a pitcher in the majors, and then he played Clu Haywood. How's your wife and my kids? What a fucking great movie. What a haircut. They called it a Milwaukee waterfall when he was playing. The satin jacket. This guy looks like he just murdered his lunch, cooked it up in the dugout, rebuilt the engine of a 72 Ford, smoked a couple packs of cigarettes the night before this game, had 9 beers, won a Cy Young in 1982. Did you know that? I mean, this guy was born with an umbilical cord wrapped around his neck. He had appendicitis at one point. This guy got electrocuted while installing a 15,000 volt reactor and was 6 inches away from being fried. Oh, dude, this guy. The other thing is, when he was pitching in Milwaukee, his best friend was Gorman Thomas. You want to talk about a fucking duster? Go look at the Gorman Thomas mustache. They called him Stormin' Gorman. And Vuk, they opened a bar in Milwaukee in the 80s called Stormin' and Vuk's. Tell me they didn't sell a lot of Miller High Life. Woo! I would love to go to Stormin' and Vuk's. If we can find a photo of what Stormin' and Vuk's looks like, we'll put it up right here. And that makes me want a beer. And I'm going to wrap this one up right now because this is just not the bag we were looking for. Saw a lot of ear flapless batting helmets when baseball was baseball. My name is Zach Selwyn. You're watching the Big Dirty Sports Card Show. Follow us at Big Dirty Sports and at Zach Selwyn wherever you can find me. I'm doing this all the time. Send me your old cards if you want me to go through it. Have me come to your card shop or your baseball card event. I'll do this live. It's really fun. We just go through these things and improvise. There's 10 cards left in here, but I ain't open it. I'm done. I'm going to Stormin' and Vuk's for a couple of pitchers.